Grok 4.2 is about to drop, and Musk is calling it a significant improvement, but he also admitted it won't beat the competition in one critical area. That one detail tells you everything about where XAI is really headed. So in this video, I'll break down what Grok 4.2 actually brings to the table, where it falls short, and how it fits into Musk's plan to reach AGI by the end of this year. Let's get into it. What is Grok 4.2? Alright, so before we talk about what's new, let's make sure we're all on the same page about what Grok actually is. Grok is xAI's AI assistant, Elon Musk's answer to ChatGPT and Claude. It's built to be what they call a truth-seeking companion, with advanced reasoning, coding, and visual processing baked right in. And the current version, Grok 4, is described on xAI's own site as the most intelligent model in the world. Bold claim, right? Now Grok 4.2 is the next step in that evolution. It hasn't been released publicly yet. Well, at least not when I started working on this video. Musk tweeted on February 15th that Grok 4.2 would finally be released next week with significant improvements over version 4.1. And here's where it gets interesting. Musk specifically called 4.2 the small version of a new model, meaning there are medium and large variants coming after it that will be even more powerful. So 4.2 isn't just an update, it's actually the first taste of an entirely new family of models. But what does that mean in practice? Well, xAI positions Grok as a foundation model for serious knowledge work. We're talking engineering, law, medicine, the works. Musk even claims that billions of Teslas already have Grok built in as a voice assistant. Whether or not you buy that number, the point is clear. xAI isn't just building a chatbot. They're building infrastructure. And Grok 4.2 is the next building block. Teased capabilities and improvements. So now let's talk about what's actually supposed to be better in Grok 4.2, because this is where things get really interesting. The biggest headline is improved reasoning. If you remember, Grok 4.1 was already tuned for better perception of nuance and emotional intelligence while keeping its problem-solving sharp. Musk is saying 4.2 takes all of that further with what sounds like a new model architecture. He said people will be pretty impressed. And coming from someone who tends to overpromise, the fact that he's been this specific actually makes me pay attention. Now here's the part that surprised me. When it comes to multimodal capabilities, meaning image analysis, voice interaction, that kind of thing, Grok is already pretty solid. Musk actually demonstrated this live during a podcast with Peter Diamandis. He took a photo of the host, and Grok correctly identified who it was and what he was doing, without even being asked a question. The image captioning was just spot on. So with 4.2, expect those visual and voice features to get even more refined. But wait, here's the twist I mentioned earlier. When it comes to coding, Musk actually admitted something unusual. He said that while Grok 4.2 might outperform competitors in many areas, coding won't be one of them, at least not immediately. That's a rare moment of honesty in the AI hype cycle. He did say a major upgrade to Grok Code is coming that will be able to one-shot complex coding tasks, but it sounds like that's more of a Grok 5 thing than a 4.2 thing. So to sum it up, the key upgrades teased for 4.2 are a more powerful model architecture with new size variants, stronger reasoning across the board, better multimodal capabilities, and incremental improvements to coding. It's not the everything upgrade, but it's clearly a significant step forward. The path to AGI. Now this is where the conversation gets bigger than just one model update. Because when Musk talks about Grok, he's not just talking about a chatbot competitor. He's talking about a stepping stone to artificial general intelligence. And he's been incredibly vocal about this recently. Back in September 2025, Musk tweeted something that turned heads. He said, "I now think xAI has a chance of reaching AGI with Grok 5. Never thought that before." Think about that for a second. The guy who's been warning us about AI for a decade is now saying his own company might actually build AGI. Then in a December 2025 podcast with Peter Diamandis, he went even further and said, "By 2026, we aim to achieve AGI." Not speculation, not a maybe. He called it an engineering calculation based on exponential progress. He even predicted that by 2030, the combined intelligence of all AI will surpass all of humanity's combined intelligence. That's a wild statement. So where does Grok 4.2 fit in all of this? Think of it as a rung on the ladder. Each Grok release is designed to increase what they call intelligence density. Grok 4.2, especially the medium and large variants, will be trained on xAI's massive Colossus compute cluster, which is aiming for 0.5 gigawatt of power. To put that in perspective, that's enough electricity to power a small city, all dedicated to training AI models. And here's a detail that really caught my attention. Musk hinted that Grok is being used internally to write and debug its own code. That's a recursive self-improvement loop, which is exactly the kind of thing AGI researchers have been theorizing about for years. Whether that actually leads to AGI is a separate question, but the fact that they're already doing it is significant. The vision Musk keeps painting is what he calls an everything app. An AI assistant you can ask to do literally anything. Ask a legal question, make a slide deck, solve a complex math puzzle, debug your code. That's not a chatbot anymore. That's an AGI-like system, and Grok 4.2 is one more piece of that larger puzzle. Musk's recent comments. Let me give you a quick rundown of the most important things Musk has said about Grok 4.2 recently, because the timeline here matters. On February 15, 2026, Musk posted on X that Grok 4.2 would finally be released next week, with significant improvements. That was the big public confirmation, but he'd actually been dropping hints for a while before that. At an xAI internal event in late 2025, he told the crowd that people will be pretty impressed with the Grok 4.2 model, and that it's a significant improvement, and that medium and large versions would follow. Then in early January 2026, he sat down with Peter Diamandis for a live Moonshots podcast. During that conversation, he confirmed that 4.2 has not been released yet externally, but that the system is constantly updating. He also confirmed Grok 5 is planned for Q1 2026. He even did a live demo of Grok's image analysis during the interview, which actually worked impressively well. And when it comes to AGI, Musk has been crystal clear. He stated the goal of achieving AGI by 2026 multiple times across different interviews and podcasts. He specifically said back in September 2025 that Grok 5 might have a chance at AGI. So while 4.2 isn't labeled as AGI, every single update is designed to get closer to that finish line. So that's the full breakdown on Grok 4.2. It's not the AGI moment yet, but it's clearly a meaningful step in that direction. Stronger reasoning, better multimodal skills, a new model architecture, and it's the first piece of what's coming with Grok 5. The real question is whether xAI can actually deliver on those AGI promises by the end of 2026. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is Musk overpromising again, or is xAI actually onto something? And if you want to stay on top of every major AI development like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'll see you in the next one.